would give to you. If I'm being honest, that's what I think. But always, you are welcome to tell me what you think about the situation, guys. So
Where's my
let's
damn
watch the last
speaker at?
So many people asking Asian creators to speak up about the whole riots in LA and all these deportation things. What is there to say? We support the deportations of illegals.
Sir, you look like the immigration issue you're ranting about. So the projection is wild because you look very illegal.
Asian people aren't really dependent on, migrant labor.
The loss of immigrants has the potential for a full economic collapse because of significant GDP reduction, labor shortages, increased prices, reduced consumer spending and demand, and billions lost in tax revenue. An economic collapse affects everyone. Immigrants make this country thrive.
This presidency promised that they would deport illegal immigrants. They're doing that. Why are you crying? You see it like these immigrants are waving the flags of other countries, burning down the flag of the U.S., and then you think Asian people want to support that? No, they want to stay away from that. They don't want to be grouped in with these people. Asian people don't want to focus on these the negativity and say what they're really thinking. Deport illegal immigrants.
He is the embodiment of the model minority, which was created to pit Asians against other marginalized groups, rewarding obedience, silence, and hard work with crumbs of white approval. And he ate that up, tap dancing for people who don't even want you here. No matter how hard you try to prove you hate yourself more than they ever could, and try so hard to distance yourself from the very people who fought for the rights that you now leech off of. You can grovel all you want for white validation, but you'll never earn validation from the same people who call you Kung Flu and China virus. Remember that? Kung Flu and China virus? You are not native. So how do you think it is that you were able to come to the United States? You think it was the whites who just kindly handed you an invite into our country out of the kindness of their heart? No, you got here because black and brown people far braver than you bled in the streets. The Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965 made it possible for you to live your American dream as the oppressor's lapdog. You're welcome. The people brave enough to fight out in the streets are the same people keeping you here. That fight going on right now is again a fight that you will benefit from just so that you can parade around like you earned those rights when you have never fought for anything in your weak little existence. Not your people, not your dignity, not even yourself. But be careful, because if they deport all of the people who fight for our rights, you might find yourself in an internment camp, because who's going to fight for you?
Some Asian.
No, I want to say, I think it couldn't have been said better. I do want to point out that time. There was a preacher once, and what was his name? Faith Temple. Hubert Lambert. Pastor Hubert Lambert, rest his soul, preached a lesson or a message about time once. Time will tell you many things. This country here has entered an area where African Americans can no longer participate in saving this nation. We can't. They will punish us for doing so. So the immigrants that are here, they're here because we earned their right to be here. And if you want to stay here, those of you that are claiming that you're U.S. citizens, these one-man type, these weak motherfuckers running around here with their ass on their goddamn shoulders, they need to be out in these fucking streets protesting like we did. All right? Cece may not be able to. She's not a citizen. But if you're like one man and you're here, right, and you're a U.S. citizen, your ass needs to be out there in those fucking protests speaking up for your rights. Now, I'm just saying it because what's going to happen here is this is real easy and simple. They're going after Asians now. Now, you know, once they start reaching for Asians, now that means they're digging. And when white people start digging, they're going to dig as far as they can go. And thank God for my ancestors. African Americans will not be fucking deported. You would have to be like a murderer of some serial killer or some shit to get deported. We are cemented in stone. We have earned, our ancestors earned that right for us, which is why some of our younger African American brothers, I'm going to keep reminding them, like this November, when it gets like sometime in October, I'm going to remind them, hey, do not put in an absentee ballot. They're stealing them. Take your ass home. You go home for everything else. Take your ass home and vote. Go home 3 days early so they can't sabotage you getting home. And vote. Vote in person. Just walk up there and cast your goddamn vote. Now everybody sees why they should have voted. Now, I remember before the election, these T. Hill types, right? Oh, they wanted Trump in office so bad. Now that Trump's in office, oh, they can't stand that Trump was elected. It's awful strange. They can't stand that Trump was... These mob types and T. Hill types, these closet, I can't even call them Republicans. I'm going to say closet sympathizers, right? They think that they are the approved class and shit like that, right? This is the fuck around and find out stage. We are in that era right now. We're in that era where, if you have the right to fight for your goddamn kinfolks, now is the time to do so. We've already done. There's nothing we can do. Time has made it to where African Americans all we can do is sit back and watch it. If it all falls apart, it ain't going to harm us one bit. There's nothing more they can do to us. They've done everything you could possibly imagine to us. There's nothing else that they can do to us. So, nothing that happens is going to surprise us. If they raise the price of utilities, well, it's going to harm everybody, not just us. No matter what they do, if they raise the property taxes, it's not just going to hurt us, it's going to hurt everybody. Not just us. All we can sit back and do is watch it either mutate into something better in the future or all fall apart. And we really don't know which way it's going to go. All we know is, I was talking to my buddy Chat today, and that's what I call Chat GPT. I'm telling you, if you have not just asked every question in the book to Chat GPT, you have no idea what you're missing. You have not a fucking clue. I said, hey, Chat, did they fuck up their plan? I said, if Hillary got elected, we would have had universal health care. Then, because autonomy's coming on board right now, people would have decided to have a universal income. And then once the U.S. went like that, then the world would have started thinking about a global healthcare plan and a global universal income. And they might have actually achieved their new world order. But this little cog in the wheel, we wonder sometimes, and I was telling Chat, I said, Chat, sometimes in a computer program, somebody slips in a just one tool that changes the direction of everything. And what was that tool in this entire historical race? It was James Comey. Without James Comey, that no one could even plan for, we would not have had a Trump number one. If we wouldn't have had a Trump number one, we would have had a Hillary, and then whatever came after that. Instead, we got white supremacy and white nationalism with no true goal. So I was like, Chat, what's their goal? And Chat was like, you're right, they don't have a goal. They're doing what they're doing, but they don't have a real goal. So right now, their objective is to make money and to plunder. So right now, they're just deporting as many people as they can, and eventually they're not going to have enough people to go after the people they want to deport. So then they're going to start trying to deputize people. And they're going to have bounty hunter programs all over the country. And things are going to get worse, right? Well, not worse for us. We're African Americans. So we could be hunted for committing crimes. But if you are an immigrant here, they're trying to find reasons to deport you. You could have a certain kind of traffic ticket, and that could ignite deportation. I know. It's a lot of people don't believe that until you start looking it up. There are people that are in deportation status for something as small as a traffic ticket. So I'm just telling you. Or now, Doge just invaded the income tax system. And now they're going to find people they want to deport through the income tax system. So, hey, my fellow immigrants, did you pay your goddamn taxes? No, let's keep it 100 here. And now that we're on the subject, I don't want to say this. Look, I support Party hard, but I'm telling you, man, you keep traveling like that, I bet you never thought about the tax liability that you're not saving for. Just mentioning it. I know somebody's going to hit me over the head. I'm in the same boat. Oh, I'm in the same motherfucking category. I know how. That's why I got me a W-2 job. I see the motherfucking storm coming. I'm telling you, these 1099 jobs are a trap. Now, I'm just saying. Well, I'm not going to discourage anyone from following their dream, as who would have said, Tricchio said something very truthful the other day. He said that if you're using 1099 in order you have a goal, he's right about that. If you have a goal, you're trying to save up money to buy your own truck or save up money and put your down payment on a house or something like that, get in and get out. That's what a 1099 job should be for, right? But if you're just at a 1099 job and you think you're just going to go and travel around the world and shit, sooner or later, Uncle Sam's going to start knocking for that motherfucking tax money. And it doesn't always turn out good. So I'm just saying, nobody's really discussing the tax side of things. Now, I don't get me wrong, man. I mean, look, if you are overseas and you're ucking up, who's the real sucker? I don't think Party Hard was the real sucker. You know, it might have been Savannah. You know, how much of Savannah's money is being spent on making sure he's all right? Just a thought there. Now, I know. Nobody's really talking about looking at the whole picture of what's going on here. But anytime you go there and then you don't have enough money to enjoy your vacation, what was your real plan in the first place? Savannah might have been his real plan. No, keep it 100 here. But keep it 100 here. Borrowing money from your mother to, I don't know. Sounds like the money that we gave him sound like he didn't use it on horrors. Sound like he smoked that shit up. He was broke damn near by the time the sun went down. He was already worried about money. Before the sun even went down, he was worried about money. Nobody's talking about that. Before the sun went down, he was already worried about money. That tells me he got more money on top of the $200 that he didn't know was coming. He got $200 from his uncle, from his mom. Then he got another $200 from an app he was using. Then ain't no telling how much money Checkmate raised for him. We don't know. I know I said 50. So Checkmate said so. He probably got another $200, $300, $400. But before the sun went down the same day, he was already worried about money the same day. So now I want to tell you something. Now I saved a little clip. Now, I'm not going to post it because I'm waiting for a rainy day when he's back in the United States and he's no longer in danger, because I consider the man in grave danger where he's at because he talks too fucking much. But when he gets back to the United States, I'm going to put together some of these motherfucking things he's done said. He done said some very reckless shit. It's a very, damn, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. But you remember that time the other day when he started his video and then he looked at his eyes and he immediately went to go run and get his sunglasses? He waited about an hour or so and he said, "You want to know why I put my glasses on? Because your eyes are a window to the soul. But I want you to just think for a minute. Look at his videos in the United States. And then look at that video before he put his glasses on." Oh, I saved it. At a time of my choosing, I'm going to talk about it. Not now, because I think the brother's in danger. That's my personal opinion. Everybody can say what they want. I got a right to my own opinion. I think the brother is in danger over there because I think he's being reckless. I'm going to put it like that. He's being reckless. But everybody's got a right to their bucket list and to live the life the way they want to. But if you look up one day and your motherfucking ass is on, what is the name of that damn website? I forget. There's a website when people get in trouble and they on the, what's the name of that website? But when they get in trouble and all of a sudden they're breaking news all over the world, you look up and see Party Hard on there, boy, is it going to be sensational to talk about. It's going to be sensational because he's a comedy show all by himself. And if they were to pull up the things he said in his history and the things he talks about, it's going to be breaking news all over the world. Oh, he's going to make a lot of money and write a book after he goes to jail for a while. I suggest you get out of that country and go to a country that's more relaxed, like maybe Portugal. And that's not my personal opinion. I know you younger people, y'all don't listen to us old folks. But I kind of feel like if you can't be good, you should be good at it. So if that's what you like to do, you need to go somewhere where it's tolerated. There are some countries where that is their culture, and you can have a drug vacation. Literally, just ask ChatGPT about what countries is it legal to have a drug vacation, and ChatGPT will tell you. I asked it the other day. I was just curious. Hey, Chat, where is it legal to do this shit? And then ChatGPT told me about 4 or 5 different locations where it's legal to just go and get your freak on, do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? It can be dangerous, but it's tolerated. So, anyway, my purpose of this video is to say if you are an immigrant and you are a U.S. citizen, you're asked to be in every fucking protest that you can do in spite of taking care of your family. We all have families to take care of, but if you're not working on the weekend or something, your ass needs to be at protest. And if you're not and something bad happens to you, I am not going to shed one motherfucking tear. Now, I know people like CC can't do nothing because they're in danger. But the one mans of the world should have their black ass out there on camera. No, for real. No, I have no shit fucking sympathy. I'm just saying, the one mans of the world, the mob should have his motherfucking ass out there protesting. Now, I'm just telling it like it is. So if I look up here and one of you motherfuckers is in handcuffs looking crazy because you're head to a detention center, I'm not going to cry one motherfucking tear because y'all are just the motherfuckers right now that should be out there helping your people. You should be protesting right now, putting your asses on the line. Anyway, those are my thoughts for the moment, and I hope everyone, God damn, I hope everyone has a good day.